We're often told to be kind and put others first, but no one tells us that being too kind can be dangerous. In our world, generosity doesn't always get returned, leaving many people drained both financially and emotionally. Being too nice can even put your life at risk. Today, I'll share 8 negative consequences of being overly kind and 4 strategies to prevent people from taking advantage of you. Number 1. High expectations. High expectations are often an unintended consequence of being too kind. When you consistently prioritize others' needs over your own, you may start to expect the same level of care and consideration in return. This expectation, though understandable, can set you up for disappointment. The Stoics, ancient philosophers who advocated for a balanced and rational approach to life, teach us to accept things as they are and to not rely on others for our happiness. According to Stoic philosophy, our emotional well-being should not be dependent on external factors, including the actions of others. When you give generously and selflessly, the natural human tendency is to hope for some form of reciprocation. However, the reality is that not everyone shares the same values or capacity for kindness. Many people, absorbed in their own lives and challenges, may not respond with the same level of generosity or gratitude. This mismatch between expectation and reality can lead to feelings of resentment, frustration, and sadness. By expecting too much from others, you set yourself up for emotional turmoil when those expectations are not met. The Stoics offer a remedy to this cycle of expectation and disappointment. Give without expecting anything in return. This mindset shift helps you maintain inner peace and emotional stability. When your actions are driven by genuine kindness rather than the anticipation of reciprocation, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of unmet expectations. This doesn't mean you should lower your standards or accept mistreatment. Rather, it means you should manage your expectations realistically and focus on what you can control, your own actions and responses. Practicing kindness without strings attached cultivates a sense of contentment and resilience. It allows you to appreciate the act of giving itself, rather than fixating on potential returns. This approach aligns with the Stoic virtue of self-control, emphasizing that true happiness comes from within and is not contingent on external validation. By embracing this philosophy, you can navigate your relationships with a sense of grace and equanimity, avoiding the pitfalls of over-expectation. Number 2. Taken for granted. When you're consistently kind and generous, people may start taking you for granted, expecting you to handle everything for them. This dynamic can develop subtly but quickly, where your helpfulness becomes an unspoken obligation rather than a valued gesture. Over time, this can leave you feeling tired, angry, and sad, especially when your efforts go unrecognized and unreciprocated. You may find yourself constantly doing favors, providing support, and stepping in to solve problems, while others become increasingly dependent on your goodwill. This lack of reciprocity can lead to a buildup of resentment and frustration, as your contributions are overlooked and your own needs are neglected. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into managing this situation. Stoics emphasize the importance of self-reliance and setting boundaries to protect your well-being. By recognizing your limits and asserting them, you can prevent others from taking advantage of your kindness. It's essential to communicate clearly and assertively, letting people know when you cannot take on additional responsibilities. This not only preserves your energy and emotional health, but also encourages others to become more self-sufficient. Furthermore, Stoics advise focusing on what you can control, your own actions and attitudes, rather than seeking validation or reciprocation from others. By giving without the expectation of return, you align with Stoic values of self-control and inner contentment. This mindset helps you maintain a sense of balance and fulfillment, even when others do not meet your expectations. Practicing this approach can transform your relationships, ensuring that your kindness remains a source of strength rather than a cause of depletion. Number 3. Ignored goals. When you constantly put others first, your own goals can easily be ignored, leading to a sense of personal neglect and unfulfillment. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living by reason and virtue, which includes setting clear limits and prioritizing your own responsibilities. By always accommodating others' needs, you risk sacrificing your own ambitions and well-being. This can create a vicious cycle where you feel increasingly detached from your own life goals and more burdened by the demands of others. The Stoic approach advocates for a balanced life where your duties to yourself are not overshadowed by your kindness to others. It's crucial to recognize that your time and energy are finite resources that need to be managed wisely. Setting boundaries and learning to say no are essential skills to ensure that your personal projects and well-being are not sidelined. By prioritizing your own needs, you maintain the capacity to help others effectively without compromising your own growth and happiness. Stoic philosophy encourages self-reflection to understand and pursue what truly matters to you. This practice helps you stay aligned with your values and goals, ensuring that your actions contribute to your long-term well-being. By integrating these Stoic principles, you can create a harmonious balance between helping others and fulfilling your own aspirations, leading to a more satisfying and purposeful life. Number 4, seen as weak. Helping others excessively can lead to being seen as weak, making you an easy target for those who exploit kindness. When you continually put others' needs above your own without setting boundaries, people may start to view you as someone who can be easily manipulated. This perception undermines your authority and self-respect, as those around you come to expect that you will always accommodate their demands without question. Setting limits and practicing self-discipline are essential to demonstrating strength and earning respect. By learning to say no when necessary, you assert your own needs and maintain a balance that protects your well-being. This doesn't mean being unkind or selfish, but rather recognizing that your time and energy are valuable and should not be depleted by others' endless requests. Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in self-control and resilience. By setting boundaries, you not only safeguard your mental and emotional health, but also command respect from others. People are more likely to value and appreciate your help when they see that it comes from a place of genuine willingness rather than obligation. Thus, saying no when appropriate helps you maintain your integrity and ensures that your kindness is not taken for granted or misinterpreted as weakness. Number 5, unbalanced relationships. When you give too much, you risk attracting people who only want to take from you, leading to unbalanced relationships. Excessive generosity can deplete your energy, leaving you vulnerable to negative and opportunistic individuals who seek to exploit your kindness without offering anything in return. This dynamic can create a draining and unsustainable cycle where your constant giving is met with persistent taking rather than mutual support and reciprocity. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of maintaining balance and self-control in all aspects of life, including relationships. By being mindful of how much you give, you can protect yourself from those who would take advantage of your generosity. Setting clear boundaries and being selective about whom you help ensures that your energy is preserved for those who genuinely appreciate and reciprocate your kindness. This approach not only safeguards your well-being, but also fosters healthier, more balanced relationships. Furthermore, practicing discernment in your interactions aligns with the Stoic principle of wisdom, enabling you to identify and distance yourself from individuals who drain your resources. By focusing on relationships that are mutually beneficial, you create an environment of respect and support. This balanced approach helps you maintain your vitality and ensures that your generosity is shared with those who value and reciprocate it, leading to more fulfilling and equitable connections. Number 6, addiction risk. Overgiving can lead to developing bad habits and even addictions, as the constant act of putting others first can become a way to avoid dealing with your own issues. When you focus excessively on helping others, you might neglect your own emotional and physical needs, leading to unhealthy coping mechanisms such as overeating, drinking, or excessive spending. These habits can quickly become addictive as they temporarily mask the stress and dissatisfaction stemming from neglecting your personal well-being. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and moderation. It's crucial to listen to the concerns of loved ones who often notice negative patterns in your behavior before you do. They might observe changes in your mood, health, or overall demeanor that indicate you're overextending yourself. By paying attention to their feedback, you can gain valuable insights into your actions and take steps to address any harmful tendencies. Recognizing and addressing these risks aligns with the Stoic principle of maintaining a balanced life. It involves setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care to prevent the development of destructive habits. By being mindful of your limits and accepting help from those who care about you, you can protect yourself from the dangers of overgiving and ensure that your generosity does not come at the cost of your health and happiness. Number 7. Suspicion. Excessive kindness can sometimes lead people to become suspicious of your motives, doubting the sincerity of your actions. Instead of feeling gratitude, they might start to wonder if you have hidden agendas or ulterior motives. This skepticism can stem from a belief that such consistent generosity is unusual and must be driven by some self-serving purpose. When your kindness is met with suspicion, it can be disheartening and make you question your own actions. Stoic philosophy advises maintaining integrity and staying true to your principles, regardless of how others perceive you. The Stoics teach that your actions should be guided by virtue and reason, not by the need for approval or validation from others. By focusing on doing what is right and just, you can maintain your inner peace and self-respect, even if others misinterpret your intentions. It's important to remember that you cannot control others' perceptions, only your own behavior. Staying committed to your values and continuing to act with genuine kindness, without expecting anything in return, helps you navigate through suspicion and remain steadfast in your character. Over time, consistent and principled actions will often speak for themselves, gradually dispelling doubts and earning true respect and trust. Number 8. Lack of appreciation. When you are consistently kind and helpful, people might start seeing you primarily as a resource rather than a genuine friend. This can lead to situations where individuals only reach out to you when they need something, rather than valuing you for who you are. Such interactions can leave you feeling unappreciated and used, as your kindness is taken for granted and not reciprocated in meaningful ways. Stoic philosophy offers valuable strategies to manage this dynamic effectively. One key approach is to set clear boundaries to protect your time and energy. By learning to say no and prioritizing your own needs, you ensure that your generosity does not lead to burnout or resentment. Additionally, it's important to cultivate relationships with those who appreciate and respect you, rather than those who see you as merely a means to an end. Developing self-awareness and practicing discernment in your interactions can also help. Pay attention to how you feel after helping others. If you consistently feel drained or unappreciated, it might be time to reevaluate those relationships. Surround yourself with people who genuinely value your presence and contributions, fostering mutual respect and support. By following these strategies, you can maintain your kindness without sacrificing your well-being. This balanced approach not only protects you from being taken advantage of, but also helps build more authentic and fulfilling relationships. Strategies to protect yourself. 1. Listen to your feelings. Be self-aware and notice if you're giving too much. If helping others makes you feel tired, angry, or used, it's time to reassess and find a balance. 2. Learn to say no. Your time and energy are valuable. Practice saying no to unreasonable requests to maintain your freedom and mental health. 3. Respect your own time. Schedule time for yourself and protect it. Engage in activities you enjoy and prioritize your own well-being. 4. Identify energy vampires. Recognize and distance yourself from people who drain your energy. Focus on relationships that are mutually beneficial. In conclusion, balance is key in generosity. Avoid giving too little or too much to maintain your energy, time, and financial health. Remember, it's okay to say no. Thank you for watching, and if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on living a balanced life.